stranger.
I hear someone's asking for... And he puts his hood down and goes, Whizfap.
That sounds fucking terrible.
You show me your coin, I'll show you mine. And mine is some explosive, some description. We want to talk privately.
Yeah.
Did Kevin go out the...
He went out the front door to try and lead you back to his mum's house.
I guess we follow.
Mum's house. Let's go.
Yeah, Kevin lives with his mum. So you
change names to Whizfap. No, he changed it back.
Back to Kevin now. He's an orcish pact member of the Black Coin, and as you get back to his mum's house, it's actually one of the nicer buildings in the town. You walk your way in and you meet his mum, lovely orcish woman who's very hospitable. Kevin, you got some friends coming home? Yeah, Ma, I'm gonna be downstairs. Okay. Do you want snacks? We don't want snacks, Ma.
Yes.
Yeah, we want snacks, Mom. Whatever.
Yeah, it's my friends, Ma. Anyway, we'll go down.
Oh,
what?
You still?
No, we don't want food, Ma.
No, I kind of like some food actually. Don't you, Nate?
Okay, yeah, actually we do. You got like pizza pockets?
You got any fish fingers?
Just leave us alone. Okay, I'll be up here.
I'm just trying to, because we need to get to privacy reasonably soon.
He's going to lead you downstairs to the basement where he lives. He takes you downstairs, and a moment or two later, Mum comes down with some orcish snacks of like baked goods they're like rock cakes, but they don't exactly grow wheat easily up on Mount Schmagen Rock, so you're not sure what they've made it out of. They've really like stirred in like sawdust and stuff to try and like bulk it out.
Nice.
It's not good stuff.
She spits it out, and you just hear.
Little kid of, what do you call it? Good beer.
From the drunk lizard. He takes you into his basement, and you see that it's a real dingy basement with just like burst pipes of hot water just kind of leaking onto the floor, and there's like a raggedy single bed in the corner. There is also, however, as he pulls back a tarpaulin to allow somebody to take a seat, he inadvertently reveals this huge ritual circle in the center of his floor, and you recognize it with your arcane abilities that it is a very, very rudimentary teleportation circle. Wow. And goes, there's a seat there. You can take a seat anywhere, or you can sit on the bed, wherever you want.
Talia puts Raz on like a space where he's not going to get any vomit on any upholstery. So like something.
Recovery position?
Yeah, recovery on the side.
Splayed out and 2 eyes like.
Recovery.
What can I do for you?
Well, we're heading on a bit of a mission, a bit of a smuggling mission off to the Darklands to get some dragon bones.
Oh.
But I tell you, we do not want to walk that entire way.
No, it's a long way. That's actually why I made this. There's the Brotherhood of the Eclipse. You heard of them? They
Yeah, good friends with the Eclipse.
Yeah? Oh, they came around a while back, and they said they helped me set up this because this will connect to them. They've got a base in the Darklands. In the Darklands, they got a base, the Dark Tower or something. It goes there. If you want to use it, I can turn it on for you, but it takes some resources that they're expensive to get. So I need.
What do you need?
See how confident he's being after you've blown his finger off. Not so much. I have in my notes that he charges 100 gold piece per person, but it does not take that. It does not take anywhere near that. And because you've just intimidated the shit out of him, he goes, I need a minimum of like 50 gold a person, otherwise I'm out of pocket.
What do we got?
But at work it's reliable, and he like taps his foot on it, and as he does, like this ripple of arcane electric runs around it, and as he does, just at that moment a rat was running across it and goes just gets spliced as you see as the skeleton of the rat just teleports out of its body. And then he goes, "It doesn't work on rats, but it works fine on you guys. I swear."
Who do you know over at the Eclipse?
Oh, there's a guy. There was a guy. Let's see, what was the Eclipse guy's name? Carl, I think it was. There's a guy, Carl, who works in the teleportations of the Eclipse.
Who came over? Is that the person who set this up?
Yeah, Carl was helping me set this one up. He said that it would be good for smuggling things in and out of Schmagenrog.
I'll go over to Nez and just pull my helmet up slightly and be like, Nez, do you think we should be dealing with the Brotherhood of the Eclipse? Don't they worship the Dark Lords?
Yeah, they do, but there's lots of nice guys there.
Just unsure because I've been brought up my whole life not to trust anyone to do with the Dark Lords.
So you don't know anyone higher up?
I know that
this Carl doesn't seem particularly, what's the word? Like he's high up the food chain.
No, but I mean, they didn't send the main guy, the Grand Admiral Shadowborn.
Grand Admiral Shadowborn.
I think that was his name.
Oh God, what's his
Grand Vizier Zane
Shadow Soul, that's it. You mean Shadow Soul?
Shadow Soul, yeah.
Of course they're not sending Shadow Soul, you idiot.
No, they sent Carl. Do you need to use it or not?
We do need to use it, but I guess, I mean, role play, we may as well have a rest, but do we actually need a rest? Probably not. We could just head straight out.
You can.
What's the time?
We can jump to the next morning if you want to have a long rest here. And then jump.
No one needs. We're not done anything that needs a long rest.
Well,
it's also wasted.
I have burnt a wild shape, but then I'm going to come out of wild shape. And I mean, if we're in here, we're probably safe because he's so intimidated.
But that's what I was thinking. I was basically about to go. You know, you can unwild shape. You can take your helmet off and just basically go. Hey, we're friends now, ain't we?
Could do.
What's the time we're doing?
It's late in the afternoon, early evening.
We could stay. We could have a long rest.
Okay, so you'll stay here the night. You tell him to clear off this. We're going to sleep in the basement now. Go sleep on your mum's couch or whatever.
Yeah.
And he will leave you alone for the
And when
night.
you come back in the morning, bring me some scraps. And of metal, that is, not some food.
I was going to say who's going to bring you some scrap foods. He will try his best to bring you some scrap metal while you sleep overnight then. Overnight as well, you'll have a little look at the teleportation circle because it just occasionally just sparks.
Yeah, I kind of check.
And you realise that is not a safe teleportation
9 plus 7,
circle.
16.
If we just 16. Go through really fast, I think we'll be fine.
So you will, with the 16, you'll notice that it is as is. Definitely not safe to use, has a high chance of malfunction or magical mishap, but with a tinkering check in your arcana, if you wanted to tinker on it to fix up some of the runes and stuff, then you will reduce the amount of the percentage chance of a mishap if you should use it.
Oh, can I do that now?
So you can now tinker on it overnight as you're taking the long rest.
12 plus... It's plus 10, right? Because it's my dexterity and then double proficiency bonus?
Yeah, it's either intelligence or dexterity,
so 22.
Whichever is. And then
intelligence or dexterity. Oh, sorry, no, that is what it is because it's plus 10 intelligence, two proficiency, so cool. 22.
So 22, very good tinkering check.
Okay, Tali, I'm just going to work on this here teleportation circle, make sure it's actually going to work.
Right.
Okay.
What does that wire do?
I don't actually know, so maybe I don't touch that bad boy.
What about the cog that goes into that little squiggle?
Okay, let's give this cog a little turn.
What about
pull that red wire?
What happens if you twist that?
I don't know, Talia. Stop asking me questions.
My God.
I'm gonna f something up and die.
I'm literally just trying to get involved in your work. You always tell me I'm never asking enough questions.
1 second, just gonna push this. What was that?
What?
I'm just gonna push. Well, great. Now I'm a ghost, Talia.
So you tinker with it. You feel like you've done a pretty good job of changing it. It's sparking a lot less through the night. It has still got the chance of malfunction depending on what I end up rolling. But in the morning, you've all long rested.
Can I do one thing
Yes,
during the night?
absolutely.
I think during the night at some point, Soot takes off her. Well, she's not got her helmet off, but she just wants to go upstairs slightly and just like have a look at what an orc house looks like.
Okay.
She's never been in one before.
You take off just the helmet or everything?
Well, I guess to sleep, I probably got my armor off, to be completely honest.
So you take off your armor, which is not going to give you disadvantage on stealthing upstairs. Give me a stealth check as you go upstairs to see.
12.
12, okay. You have a little look around an orcish home.
Yeah.
It is, it's very foreign to you, but I think it strikes you at how many similarities there are. Like they still have the hot running water that goes into the tap in the kitchen that they can try and use for washing. They've got like a big bowl that they do use for their washing up. They're rudimentary clay plates and stuff that, again, like places get smashed into and broken, and they don't have a lot of like valuables because they're in a rough area that would be robbed if they did have valuables. But you look around, there's a dinner table and dining chairs and front doors and windows, and you're like, whoa, they live in houses.
They're just like us.
And there's a lot of like, I
assumed they lived in mud huts.
There's a lot of the sort of starting to undermine. It's going to be a long work, but starting to undermine all of the kind of racist propaganda that the humans say about orcs. And being like, we've just heard they're savage beasts that whatever roam the lands and things, and it's like, no, they're civilized to a certain degree.
I think at some point I reach a point where there's maybe like a tiny little like painted little like kind of crude painting on the wall of Kevin and his mother. And she just pauses in front of it for a split second and then goes back downstairs. Yeah,
Kevin. It says like Kevin on it, but in orcish, in like orcish symbols.
Can I painted over with fat
from you, please?
Yeah.
13 plus.
These ones.
I always, when I'm scroll 1, so 14.
14. You find yourself in a similar location to before, but not an observation room so much as this time it's still definitely an underground cave. There's the smell of being underground, the stale air. There's also like a very distant dripping that's sort of echoing off stone walls. So you can tell you're in an underground cave, but it is very clearly being refurbished to being a laboratory of sorts. And there are large glass tube cases in this at this point. You see that there is what you instantly recognise as some sort of a dragon fetus that's sort of being held in formaldehyde, some sort of formaldehyde-like gloopy, viscous liquid, and there's bubbles throughout it. There's some sort of bubbly machine that's from the bottom of it. Looking at it, you can quite clearly tell that it's a half blue, half gold dragon, and then you're sort of, you can feel yourself sort of taking note, just like interesting, sort of taking note of experiments, and you're taking note of individual elements of your experiment, and then you move on from that one, and you see that the one beside it is another blue, half gold dragon fetus, like full dragon fetus, and then you move on to another one, and this one you see is like a half red, half blue. And then you move on to another, and you see that there's elements of, it's starting to get murkier. There's elements of red, blue, and gold that you can see within it. And you can tell as you kind of look around that there's a lot of these hybrid dragon creatures that you somehow know are your doing. There's a curiosity to it. And then the curiosity turns into this kind of lustful excitement at like knowing something that other people don't, having this secret of what you're doing down here, and the excitement that brings you. In the morning, with a 13 wisdom save, that is not enough to overcome the power, to sort of keep your own mind in this moment, and the curse takes hold for a brief moment. In the morning, the rest of you, somewhat sleeping off a hangover, in the morning, the rest of you notice a shift in the magpie's demeanor. How that plays out is, I'll leave up to you, but it is elements that we talked about of your curse that is starting to take the forefront of your personality, at least for this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Have a good sleep? No.
You were up so late.
I was?
Yeah, when I got up, you were tinkering.
Oh, yeah. This magic teleportation cycle over here. I've made it a little bit better.
Do you ever stop working?
Sometimes. I like to keep my mind active.
there's a footsteps on the stone steps coming back down the stairs, and Kevin comes in with like a dinner tray and he goes, "My mum insisted that I bring you breakfast."
And I'm just sitting there in full human.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And you're no, you can shape change. It's fine. Hey, Kevin.
What's this?
You know how it's good to have friends in all places, right?
You can't invite other strangers in my mum's house.
You know the little lizard we had with us yesterday.
No, yeah.
This is him.
You're a lizard?
No.
Good morning. My mama made us some breakfast to share. Who's this?
My name is Rasmoon. I was lizard, now man.
Are you enjoying the green screens for this? Given that we're at the table, we haven't actually filmed them yet, but I can guarantee there were some pretty funny outtakes and bloopers, and if you want to see them, you can do so over at vivaplus.tv. The links are all below. Go check it out, and then back to the episode. Okay.
You're gonna... But you know how sometimes it's good to keep secret friends secret.
Yeah.
Speaking of secrets, can Talia just say Kevin's darkest secret out loud?
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Because she hears whispers and stuff, and I'm assuming when she's cursed, she has more access to that.
Yeah, that's the thing that the curse is giving you is like you hear what people don't want you to know about in this particular form, especially. I think you instantly get, just like as he walked into the room, you just kind of heard it as if it was written on his face, as if he was speaking out loud. You heard that he is deeply insecure, and he still wets the bed almost routinely every night.
Was fab. Talia goes, I hear baking soda's good for that.
For this, and he's got the bowls that he was bringing down for breakfast. It's just like really hot water with some sort of, it's kind of like a very, very weak stew. It's just got chunks of meat in it and just hot water.
For sheets. For getting the smell out of sheets.
He looks across to the bed that he'd left down here with you in the night and thinking that he'd cleaned it up before bringing anybody back. What's going on?
Kevin, I'm getting a strong sense if you piss the bed, actively. Did you wee-wee in your bed, Kevin?
Kevin, did you wee the bed?
Kevin, let me see that palm.
No.
It says I pissed the bed. I'm a piss boy.
It doesn't say that. I'm wearing a glove.
I don't know what do you...
As I said, it's good to keep secrets secret sometimes.
Yeah. You should eat this if you're gonna go. It can be... it can make you hungry when you go through the teleport. So you should... are you gonna go through the teleport today?
We're heading off.
His eyes are darting to you like...
She's just kind of blankly staring at him.
Okay, could I get the money for replacing the herbs and things that I'll need for and he starts bringing out drawers.
You know what? We'll pay you when we come back.
Carl said that I need to always keep a stash of the things to be able to go again, and I'll need to buy them again once I've used them. I just need the money for...
I walk Kevin back upstairs and if you're going to be my main man in Smuggling, I need to tell you a little about business. And I walk him back upstairs.
Okay.
And he goes, look, we're on a mission that's going to net us a lot of dollars, Kevin.
Yeah.
And you can be my main man here in Schmagenrock, and you can benefit from that. One thing I want you to do while we're gone, I want you to start asking around. Talk to all the people that might know a little bit about magic, and ask them if there ever happen to be dragon eggs come through Schmagenrock that happen to be completely different from any other dragon eggs anyone has ever seen before.
Okay.
How much someone might pay for those.
Oh.
And if those were ever to get bought, if those were ever to get bought or sold in Schmagenrock, you'd see a cut of that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
So start asking around.
Can I get the money for the candles and the things that I'm going to need to buy again, or?
I'm just trying to think how much these dragon eggs would be worth. I'll just say thousands, tens of thousands.
Easily.
Look. These eggs we're going after, they're going to be worth tens of thousands.
Yeah, well, I need to buy it now though, because I'll use them on you.
Do you want a little bit now or tens of thousands later?
Okay, yeah, I can buy them with my own money, maybe, if I find more money. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll start the. You should go now though.
Sorry.
That's
a good,
right on the verge of just like crying. He's been through a lot.
You're a good man.
And his finger really hurts still.
You're a good man, Kevin, and you're going to be a good man in charge in Schmagenrog. You want to be the big man in charge, don't you?
He's just nodding quietly now.
You're the big man in charge.
Vocal cords have stopped working.
Say it, Kevin. Say it. You're the big man in charge in Schmagenrog.
Yeah, I'm the big man in charge at Smuggling.
Great. And you're gonna make a lot of money when we come back with them eggs.
Yeah.
So you find me a buyer.
I'll find you a buyer. Right. You should go now. And he lights some candles.
I guess we walk back upstairs.
Fucking whiz fest.
Yesterday was like
I feel bad.
Fucking cock of the walk.
Yeah. Anyway, while we're downstairs, I've made some good berries.
Right.
So we don't have to eat this fucking hot ham water.
I'm talking to hot ham water.
Like, anyone want good berry?
And you go, you've had your food for the day, and they arrive back downstairs. He starts up the ritual of the teleportation circle magic, and you're praying and hoping that it is enough to see you through. So I've got a table here of magical mishaps.
Uh-oh.
If he rolls less than a 40, certain things happen that are bad for you. If he rolls between 40 and 54, so on, all the way up to if he rolls above a 95.
Do we go through together or one by one?
You're all just going to go through at the same time.
Before we go through, just for me / Naz, does he have any people he knows in the Eclipse?
He
there will have been some dealings, but the difference between the Black Coin, who are just smugglers, bad people obviously, but the Eclipse are like evil people.
Yeah, he doesn't know many. He says his contact was Carl, who works in the teleportation.
Sorry, so does Naz know anyone in the Eclipse?
Oh, sorry, does Naz know anyone in the Eclipse? Naz knows... No, I think you know of Zane Shadow Soul and have never had reason to...
yeah, because I don't think he'd do any trading with the Eclipse themselves.
No, not directly.
He'd almost be afraid of them as well.
I think you would know as well that they are essentially like Splinter Cell-y sort of thing. There's not a lot of hierarchy to them. It's like the people know the people that they know, and then that person knows Zane. There's very little middle management.
Yeah. So before we go through this teleport,
that's kind of where I'm going. Like, we're going to an actual. We're a bad organization. We're going to an evil organization.
Yeah. So before we've done all that, I hand out the good berries and I go. So, Naz, what is this plan? We go to Eclipse?
I think Naz wouldn't be able to hide it. He's a little bit scared as well, and you can probably see that. He goes, this is going to be a tough one.
Why can't we just walk? We can walk.
You want to walk for weeks?
Yeah. I don't think we should have anything to do with them. I've been told they're very bad. Very bad.
They are very, very bad. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, what do we want to disguise? But I guess we don't need to disguise ourselves. I mean, you look like a fucking Dark Lord. You've got darkness inside you. Yeah. I can be pretty evil.
You could be a lizard.
And you could be a lizard. Great.
I am nature man.
I mean,
it's just like, I'm just saying this could be dangerous. We need to be prepared.
This is going to be dangerous. You're right.
I think we should go.
What? Really?
Also, Talia, what the fuck?
Yeah, also.
She says, bubbles. There are bubbles everywhere. Bubbles.
Uh-huh.
She's gone crazy.
Just in looking at him as he's interacting with you, you just see like the fear and the fear and utter anguish of him watching his mentor get hanged in front of him for something that it was never his fault for in the first place.
It was not your fault?
Huh?
And then does she see anyone around in that vision, or is it just...
You don't know how you know, but you know that it was him at this sort of kangaroo court trial of Guy Fiery, the guy who runs Guy Fiery.
I had forgotten about that.
Yep, Guy Fiery, the somewhat cultist leader of his town, who was
wearing a shirt with flame pattern on it.
That's right.
The prosthetics, who was running this sort of kangaroo court to try and blame someone for the drought and the famine that was happening in their town, and because it can't be random happenstance, it must be the gods angry at us, and so therefore it's your mentor's problem, and so they blamed the druid. that blamed his druid mentor and hanged him. And so you know all of that's happening, but you're not seeing it. You're just kind of reading it on his face. It's like a flash. It's almost like superimposing both his actual phases of like concern with what's going on with you now, with like the anguish of him watching what was happening in the moment, and then back and forth.
I think can she see any I feel like when she relays the information to people when she's having these visions or she's disconnected from herself, she doesn't again communicate in like a linear sense. So she might say something to him that she can see around him or the way that he looks at that time. Has he changed at all? Or?
It was about 20 years ago. So he's changed in appearance in that he's gotten older. Drasimar aged not quite as much, so he's definitely mature. I don't know. Would you have always been bald? Do you reckon? Or do you reckon is that a thing that he deliberately shaves his head because he's proud of his line now or whatever? Back when he was 17, 18, living with Ishtan, would he have?
I think maybe he does shave his head.
Yeah. So maybe she's like.
So he's different hair.
You look different with hair.
What?
This doesn't last for too much longer, he says with the candles.
Don't start it quite yet, Kevin.
So sad.
What's going on?
I'm just getting a lot of your past.
Stay out of my brain.
Not a good time,
Oh
Talia.
my
No,
god.
I didn't get that out of my brain.
You guys, can you just shh? Kevin, shut the
Get back to buddy.
It's so sad.
What kind of sad?
There's shunning.
Stop in my brain.
His mentor got like crucified.
Don't talk about
Talia, can you stay out of
Oh
people's
my
brains?
god.
Are we going? Because I'm
That's
stopping.
We're going.
And Ned starts pacing back and forth, kind of like thinking, I didn't consider this. Think, Naz, think. And he's trying to, he's essentially just whacking on his head, going, think, like to himself, trying to problem solve, basically.
They are evil, though, technically, right? So it's like, are we going to be that out of place?
The difference between bad and evil, though, I guess, is...
we steal and thief and smuggle. They worship Eldritch Darklands.
Yeah, so he's walking back, trying to problem solve.
I could do a prayer.
Do it.
Go ahead.
I mean, I don't really follow the religion anymore, but when I was younger, we prayed to the light.
I would say don't do any of that once we go through the portal.
Protect us beforehand.
That's a good idea.
I don't know if it works. It's dumb anyway.
It's not dumb.
As Naz is pacing back and forth, he's literally just trying to think of any contacts that he's had over his years of wheeling and dealing who have either contacts with the Dark Lords, Dark Lord associated, Shadow associated, anyone who's possibly he could do that classic thing where you kind of go friend of a friend of a friend of a friend is a friend of mine.
Yeah, I will have you roll something for that in a second. But first, are you actually doing the prayer?
Yeah, I think so. I think she's just grasping at straws, and I think even though she's left the religion, she was brought up this way, so she's just like...
Give me a religion check with advantage.
Oh. So 17 plus 4, so...
North.
21.
21. All right. Do you have access to your messenger right now?
Yes.
Even on your phone or something?
I do.
Cool. We'll get to that in 1 second. We'll come back to there. So you are going to...
oh my god, Rob!
Just send nudes.
Do you want to go out with me?
Well,
you like me, yes, no.
Okay.
Just send a dick pic.
Oh my god!
Do you like me? YN.
YN. So we'll get back to that in a second. So you are going to try and think, who do I know? What do I know about them?
Is there anything I could forge? Like any sort of document we could, because I've got a forger's thing, so I can forge a document that says we are.
Well, if I can pull something to the front of my brain, then we could forge that or something.
Let's see. You are going to try and make me a. So go ahead and make me a history check, and we'll see if you remember anybody in particular that you
17.
know there. With a 17.
Plus 4, so 21.
You know that they have a. So you know that the head of operation, the base of operations, is a very intimidating tower structure called the Dark Spire. The Dark Spire itself is split into levels within it, each level serving some sort of a purpose to their headquarters, each one having like a there is living quarters within it. There's also Zane Shadow Soul's office himself. You've heard that they also have a room in this room where they do like brainwashing to break the minds of their new cultists and open them to the possibility of this nihilistic, apocalyptic, bring on the end of the world mentality. And then there's like training rooms and there's recreation rooms and stuff, obviously. But you know that the ground floor is an entrance, essentially an entrance where there is a reception of sorts. And the person that they've told you about is that there is a few different receptionists on duty. But they've said that if you're ever there, there's Tandy, who's a human. There's Gween, who's a half elf, and there's Richard, who is a Nothic, a creature.
What was the last name?
Richard, who's a Nothic, a single-eyed abomination sort of a creature. And they're usually the rotating receptionists, and they're the ones you'd need to talk to probably.
Could we say the reason I know the receptionist is that Naz has sold stuff to the Eclipse in the past, and
probably,
that's just the name
they've given you that contact of been like,
so whether or
just
not it's
tell
like
them that it's
some smuggling of goods
delivery.
or people, and he's got the names through that.
There you go. All right, so I haven't sent it through yet.
Okay, great.
I says I'll get back to it to send it.
Talia, maybe we could go over there with a requisition slip if you could put one together for us.
I can do that.
All right.
As if we're coming to buy or sell.
Buy something, sell something.
I guess sell is probably better, but we don't have a thing.
So then I would use the...
We're here to sell Drasmore.
We have a dragon tooth.
We have a dragon tooth, and we know where some more. We could lie.
Selling
We can
information.
lie and say we know where some more black dragons are.
Black worm.
Black one. That's one.
So should I forge?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, this is just a proof of concept that we do actually know what we're talking about, and we do actually
We have an order. We have an order for these.
Yeah, we have an order. Yeah. Let's do that.
We have a buyer back in Gordorn.
We have a buyer. Oh yeah.
So you're putting together a slip of like we're here to sell you a dragon claw, a dragon tooth, and also to sell you the prospects of future things.
Yeah,
allow us to come and go.
they're called futures. It's a future slip basically.
There you
We're
go.
selling off.
You're going to do that. You're going to make a forgery check. So with your quill, your what's it called again? The plagiarist's dagger. You are going to get advantage on your check.
And then from underneath like my breastplate, I pull out what looks like what used to be like a sunburst kind of amulet.
Please support me. I need you more than ever.
So once a day for a minute, you can heal non-evil creatures and damage evil ones. Are we evil? Are we non-evil? Are we neutral?
Sunburn. Okay, I think we got a plan. We're going over there trying to sell these black dragon tooth.
But you do touch down in the location you were going, which is. Hope you enjoyed that episode. As I said in the middle of it, we do have bloopers and outtakes and all that stuff from the green screen of all of the stuff that we do. It's very funny, I'm sure, even though we haven't done it yet, but I'm sure it is, because it usually is. It's available, vivaplus.tv. Go check it out.